So I'm gonna do 2 tests with you today. You actually did these last time. The first test, I'm gonna have your arm go out straight. So if you mind putting your arm straight out, and then put your thumb up. And this is called the empty can test. And I'm gonna have you actually turn your thumb down. Do you feel any pain at all, or any lack of movement or anything like that?
Nope.
No? All right, so I'm gonna have you turn your thumb back up. Now this time I'm gonna apply pressure while you do it. And then you're gonna aim it down, and then if you feel any pain at all, let me know, okay?
All right.
So turn your thumb down. Any pain?
Yeah.
Pain? All right. And then the next test that I'm gonna work on, and both of these tests just see like where your mobility is at, if you have any pain in your shoulder. That way we can know like how to treat you and what to do next.
Okay.
That makes sense. All right. And then the next one is I'm gonna just have your arm straight out in front of you. Perfect. And I'm gonna move it through the complete range of motion, which is just the movement of your shoulder.
All right.
So I'm gonna reach all the way up. Tell me whenever you have pain, okay?
Right there.
Right there, there, all right. So that she was positive for the NIRS test too. So just like last time. The next thing I want to do is work on a couple mobilizations. So what mobilizations are, is it's moving the joint. And what that's going to do is decrease pain in different movements, such as like the snowflake thing that she was telling you about, the abduction, and then the flexion. So we're going to work on 2 different techniques like that. So if you don't mind blind supine for me.
Like how?
So you're going to go down onto your back.
Oh, my back. I should know that.
And then you're going to move your shoulder over all the way to the edge so that your shoulder's hanging off the edge. Perfect. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold your arm like this, okay? The first thing I'm going to do is find your joint in here. Okay, good. Now tell me when you feel pain.
Right there.
Right there. All right, we're going to come back here in a second. The first thing I'm going to do is kind of like pull your arm a little bit out, okay? It shouldn't be that painful. Let me know if it's really painful though, okay? And then we're going to go to the end of the range of motion. And I'm going to do that again, except for I'm going to do a little bit more movement. And I'm going to be pushing your arm down, okay? All right, and then we're going to work on a different mobilization. And this mobilization is going to be pushing downward.
Okay.
So it's going to be towards your feet. So how I'm going to hold this, I'm going to be holding it like this. And then I'm going to be pushing this down. I'm going to find the joint again. Let me know once again if you feel any pain beyond like what it would feel like, okay?
All right. Right at the very end there. Feels a little pain.
Okay.
Not too much though.
Gotcha. All right, and then after this, I'm gonna have you sit back up onto the side. And I'm gonna have you lay down onto your stomach.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be giving you a massage on the upper traps. So you notice that's been really tight, been limiting that range of motion in there. And so I'm gonna just apply some pressure. I know that's really tense, so let me know if you feel any pain at all, okay? So I'm gonna be applying a massage to our upper traps up here.
That's painful.
Painful? All right, so just go a little bit lighter on it whenever it starts to hurt the patient.
That hurts a little bit right there.
And then just apply it to the upper traps. All right, and then I'll have you sit back up. And I'll have Alyssa go through the range of motion again with you, just to see if we regressed at all during the session.
All right, Michelle, after this treatment session, I'm going to retest your range of motion, see if we improved the range of motion and see if any of our joint moves, if that helped increase the motion. So first we're going to test shoulder abduction, so making that snowflake motion.
Okay.
So my axis is going to be, again, anterior acromion, palpating out till I find it. All right, right here, stationary arm parallel to the body. I'm gonna have you make your elbow straight, good. And then my movable arm is gonna be in line with the mid shaft of the humerus, and I'm gonna have you raise your arm up. All right, good. And then I got 145 degrees. So that's good, that's an improvement from what we had at the beginning. And then the next one I'm going to do is shoulder flexion. So that's the one where you're going to raise your arm straight out in front of you. So first I'm just going to palpate out along the clavicle. and find the greater tubercle of the humerus because that is where my axis is going to go. Can you bend your elbow again and perform the internal and external rotation?
This?
Yep, so that helps me find the greater tubercle. All right, good. So again, axis is going to be at the greater tubercle. Stationary arm is going to be parallel with the body. And then movable arm is going to be at the mid shaft of the humerus. And go ahead and raise your arm up, Michelle. All right, and I got 130 degrees. Alrighty, so that was good improvement from at the beginning of our session. So that is encouraging. That helps show that our joint mobs worked. And then I do have a home exercise program for you. So those are simply just exercises that I'll print off for you that you can take home. I wrote down how many times I would like you to do them and the reps for each one. So the one that I'm going to teach you is when to stretch your upper traps up here. So it's a really comfortable one. Patients tend to really like this one. So what you're going to do you have a weight at home?
No, but I know like the Five Belows and stuff that my daughter goes to, they have
Okay.
those type of things.
If you wanted, you could pick up a weight from there. Or I have another way I could show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to stretch both sides, so it doesn't matter to me which side you start with. So you're going to hold the weight in one hand, then you're going to turn your head to the opposite side. So pretty much bringing your ear to your shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch right along this upper trap right here. All right, and then, so you'll do that for each side. So I'll have you stand up and go ahead and give it a try. Here's your weight. Perfect, and then lean that head. Are you feeling a stretch up in here?
Yep.
Perfect, alrighty. So that's how you do it for the weight. We'll have you perform it for a minute on each side and just hold that stretch. And then if you didn't have time to go to the store, couldn't make it to the store to get that weight, another way you could do it is you can sit on the side of a chair. So what you'll do is you'll grab the bottom of the chair with your hand, so a palm like this, and lean to the opposite side.
Okay.
Still getting that same stretch, just another way to do it in case you didn't have that weight.
And then lean.
Yep, feeling the stretch up in here?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, perfect. Well, good work today, Michelle. It was a pleasure working with you. Feel good?
Yeah.
Alrighty, did anything increase your pain at all?
The massage did a little bit, but I mean, it was more like a good pain than a bad pain. So.
Alrighty, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.